Let's see if I have audio. That's important. Let's see. Yep, I do have audio. Yep, I do have. All right. So I'm just kind of testing, guys. So if you're tuning in or rewinding, or just coming in late, but just tinkering. I want to see what I can do to share and move between screens and see what a multi-scene looks like. Trying something a little bit different. My FineCam software license expired. As you can see by the logo in the upper right-hand corner, that would normally be hidden. Let's see. No. What's this? Nope, that's not it. That? Oh, that's interesting. Says they happen. What's up, Zims? Hey, Mike R. I'm just tinkering, guys, but I'll see if anybody else comes in. It's kind of weird. It didn't notify. I put the notify on. It didn't do it. So I decided to start like 2 minutes early. You guys can hear me okay, right? Video's still good. Mr. John Eisenheimer, how you doing, buddy? Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind, and just let me know you can hear me okay. And video's clear, loud and clear. All right, I did get a notification. Well, I didn't, and I notified myself. Go figure. Maybe that's why, because I can't notify myself. Hey, William, how are you? So, guys, my track runs. I have power. Oh, look at my old hat, by the way. This was the very first Gale Force hat. I was not happy with the logo because it was small. Oh, it's funny. The background is one thing, but the hat is reversed. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so this was the first hat that came out, and you guys know the second one because Scott wears it every single day. It's a little dusty, a little dirty. Because last thing I did was mow the lawn. Anyway, yeah, guys, I got power. Oh, the power taps, man! Oh, man! It's funny. I've been offline, believe it or not, since like November. That's a while ago, and some of it is my pure laziness. I mean efficiency, purely efficient. I work hard, and as soon as I come home, even though I work on computers all day, you'd think I'd want to get away from it, but I don't. I dive right back into YouTube, but I don't always produce content. Well, you guys know. So yeah, I have power. Man, what a project! It went from, so I have 3 power taps, and I don't know if you guys saw my post section. Please watch those too, guys. I do put a lot of quick updates in there if I don't feel like making a video or don't have time for the video. So I had 4 power taps. We'll call the old track simply the Tomy track, right? The plastic snap together, click clack, if you will. I had 4 power taps on that because there were 77 sections, right? So I had 4 power taps, and that track was really good as far as power was concerned. We did lots of testing, and it was always good. So I decided when I hooked up the new track that I wasn't going to put the track together. There's only, 5 sections, 6 sections off the top of my head, maybe 7, versus 77. So it only comes with 3 power taps. Now I could make my own. Sure, I could. But why bother? 3 is more than sufficient. If 4 was good for 77, 3 is good for 7, right? I made a boo-boo. I was supposed to let me try that again. I was supposed to retire one of the other power taps and use number 3. I think I did it backward. I'm saying it one way and I'm meaning it the other. So I meant to retire number 4 and use number 3. Just put 4 away. Well, when I put 4, I didn't put 4 away. I put 3 away and put it in there underneath the table and capped it off and taped it off. I didn't want to pull it out of all the wiring because there's a lot of wires. So when I put it all back together, power tap number 3, we'll simply call 3, was backwards. So all the cars want to go in the other direction. It's a good thing I didn't hook up my track that way. I don't know what it would have done. I don't have fuses. Well, I do have a resettable fuse on the power station, so I guess that's okay. But anyway, I had to get back under the table and reverse all those. And then I found blue and yellow lane were flip flopped on power tap number one, but I knew about that. And I forgot about that. I knew they were backwards way back when I did them all and taped it all and labeled everything. And, one day I switched it and it was correct. And I didn't bother updating the tape underneath or the track itself. So I boo-booed. So I flipped that around and that was good. And I found my red lane didn't have power on power tap one also. I must have knocked it loose, which is really easy to do, I fully admit. So I did that. And then all of a sudden, blue lane died. Every single power tap, I had nothing. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Now, when you're solo, there's one problem. You can't see when you squeeze the trigger. Hey, Brad. You can't squeeze the trigger and run around because I have my driver stations on both sides of the track, right? 2 and 2. Because we don't do marshals, we do caution flags, basically. I'm not a big league guy, racing league guy. Maybe I may become one with the new track. I don't know, but I'm not that serious. I'm more casual, playtime. I invite people over. We eat, we drink, and then we race, And I say drink carefully. I'm not a drinker. So yeah. So that was an issue I fixed. So blue lane died, like across all three. So that thankfully was just a little wire that popped out, but it's amazing how it worked when I was doing the testing before, and then suddenly it worked its way free. Go figure. So I fixed that. And before I knew it, and I wish I could show you, I'm using a different piece of software. You can see the blue logo in the corner. I wish I could show you what I did. I made a little spreadsheet so I can follow what I did. So anyway, after all that is said and done, all the lanes have power. I'll put an asterisk next to that because I put that in my post. They're all going in the right direction. What a miracle. And I was going to snap it together tonight. And by snap, I mean there's 2 pieces of track. They're completely flat. There's no clips. What you do is there's a little metal bar. I think it's maybe 1.5 inches long, and it literally snaps it in. It puts pressure on the rail to continue the rail, and it holds the track together. And then you screw the track down. I'm not going to screw my track down just yet. I don't think I have any cars capable of moving the track on foam, at least not yet. We're going to be doing some decor again. Less decor, nicer decor, though. So, less is more, that adage. So that's coming, but I'm not worried about that yet. So I was going to snap it together tonight, and then I kind of ran out of steam a little bit. But yeah, we're getting there. So 3 power taps, 4 lanes. That's 12 potential things, that have to be correct. And I got up to 10 tonight, and two of them, white lane and yellow lane, power tap 1 and 2, no power at the tap. And I know what it is, because as soon as I put a little screwdriver tip, I lowered the voltage, put the screwdriver tip on it, boom, the car went. But if I put the car right on the power tap, it goes. So I know that the power tap, it's just copper that comes up like a upside down V or upside down pyramid, whatever you want to call it, or a V. It touches there. Yeah, it happens, Kevin. Yeah, electrical gremlins for sure. And I'll be chasing that probably for a while until it's absolutely settled. I thought about maybe dropping a little solder on it, and then I went, probably not. The copper is so soft. I wish I could have showed you guys ahead of time, but it's just I think it's 14-2. Is that what they call that? It's just solid copper, no plastic wrap, just copper. And it goes, there's 2 holes in the track about 1 inch apart. It's twisted underneath. It goes up through the loop, hits the rail, and then comes back down again. And then you just, wire nut the bottom of it on and hold it together, which not the greatest. I wish I'm thinking of another method, and we'll figure that out another day. But yeah, I mean, it's running. If I hook all my little, I don't know, some people call them dog bones. I feel like that's different. Hey, Carl, watching your routed track, saw that table. Nice job, sir. Looking professional. So, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I'm probably going to snap it together someday this week and do it. I have 2 things to figure out. I got to redo my timing. Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem at all, Carl. Oh, look, guys, I'm wearing my Jim Benito Jim Slot Carb Session shirt, huh? Pretty cool. And my traditional hat, if you're tuning in a little bit later. That's my first hat that I did. I didn't like the logo. It's kind of an iron-on, if you will. And then, Scott wears this one like every single show. I know I'm repeating myself, but so be it. But yeah. So we're getting there. That's all I can say. We're getting there. So I'll get those pins in, dog bones, whatever they call them. I'll just call them pins because that's kind of what they are. They're literally just a metal bar with a split down the center. So think instead of a tube or a straw, you just cut one long slit in, and it kind of keeps pressure on the rail. So I can snap those in, but I want to clean them. They're just a little bit crusty. The previous owner of the track was dirty. I mean, really dirty. You've seen my previous videos. It was brutal. We literally bought a scrub brush kit for a bathtub. I used it, by the way, on the track and just would have drilled and just buried that thing and spray away glass cleaner. Guys, that's the way to go. I don't like WD-40. I know a lot of you guys do. I don't. I might use some on a Q-tip to do either the groove, which I scraped clean again tonight. And God, I already went through it. And I can't believe how much nastiness came out. So it's still a mess, especially the far end, not the bank turn, but the other end. It was a mess. I feel like we might have missed that when the guys came over to help me clean that day. Track guys, T Tom, R Rick, A Andy, K Kenton. Go figure. It spells track, not correctly, but so be it. But yeah, we might have missed that part for sure. So that's done. I cleaned that up today. Lots of leftover toothbrushes. I love keeping them and using them for everything. I detail my car with it. They work really well, especially the electric ones, little buzz ones. I like those. So I don't know. Any questions, guys? I see you guys are quite a few of you here, 12 here already. That's nice, considering it's 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. But yeah, so we're getting there. I'll snap it together, but I have two issues. One is it's got an underpass or overpass. And as it comes down, there's still a lip of about literally the track height. So I'd say not quite a 1/4 inch, but I'll say 1/4 inch. So it's off by a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to have to get something underneath it to bring it up level. So that's one piece I got to do. And then the other piece, I have the timing system. I poked the wires through. I did all the soldering for the lanes. But now because all the lanes had to switch and flip-flop and do all these different things, I don't know if the pit lane is correct. I off the top of my head, it should be perfect, but I don't know. Notice you have a fuel station area. Does this mean you need 3 timing bridges? Correct. That is, I have 3 timing bridges. That is correct. So it's kind of neat. We again, we're not big league racers. We don't have a league or a bunch of guys that come over every single weekend. What chassis do you plan on racing? The answer to that, John, is yes. All of them. I am not bougie. I like fast cars, but I don't like you can't even see them. Yes, those will run on my track. Why? Because my track's capable of it. I'm actually looking forward to getting the X tractions a little smoother, maybe change some axles up so they don't bounce around. I love the T-Jets. I do. Not originals. I like, the more modern ones with a little bit fatter tires. I just want to see what's out there. I love my Jag 227s. I've showed those cars off before. I think it's the PR5 chassis, I think. So basically it has the T-Jet screws. Get her done. Yeah, indeed. Keith, how you doing, buddy? I'm going to be calling you I know I keep telling you this every time you're online. Hey, Keith, I'm going to call you for bleachers. We have power, Keith. It's running if I want to snap it together, which I will be soon. So yes, Keith, I really, really will be getting in touch. And is it on my phone? I'm going to look on my phone here, guys. Give me a moment. Keith, I'm pretty sure you sent me pictures of those Porsche. Yeah, it is you. Porsche 962s. I don't know if I can show this because it always disappears. Keith, can I show the guys the Porsche 962s? I'll wait for you. There were 3 together, black and pink, a white one, Rothman's, I believe. Nope, BF Goodrich, and Gulf. Sure. Okay, cool. Guys, I don't even know if this is going to show up. We're going to try. Let's see. Nope, not even close. Jerks. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, hold on. All right, I'll have to share that in my post section. I got to go way out here and you can't see detail. You really can't. So bear with me, guys. I'll share that. Oh, they're things of beauty. But yeah, I love my Jag 227s, guys. Let me tell you, they're beauties. They have a little bit updated chassis. I tried it. I did back it up, but it's just not clear because the colors bleach out. It gets fadey and funny, Oh, that's a little better. I'll try to. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, All right, maybe we got it now. Hold on, I'm going to go in for the kill here as I leave my hands. It'll focus. Just as I was getting enough to say it's going to be perfect. But you get it. I want to get back to soldering brass. Love the gravity cars. Oh, you mean the bigger cars, right? Because I don't know anybody who's making their own chassis with the brass. But yeah, I saw guys do that. So anyway, the Jag 227, let me get back to that. Guys, you got to find these things. Really nice chassis, kind of a Can-Am-esque flavor. They come in 5 or 6 different colors. No, HO. Oh, HO, really? Oh, okay. I will have to look into that more. So beautiful car, just the right amount of speed, just the right amount of downforce. Keep them well oiled, and they're perfect. We ran a lot of races of all the tracks of all the races on my original Tony track. I got to say the Jag 227s were everybody's favorite. Everybody's. Like I said, just the right amount of downforce, magnetics, whatever you want to call it, just the right amount of speed. You can gun it down my straight, and I had a long straight before. 19 feet into the big turn. It's ironic the table's bigger, but because there's a big sweeper and a big bank turn, theoretically my straightaway is shorter. But coming out of that bank, you could probably just gun it, So with that said, too, before I forget, sweet Jane. I had to retire her pink lane. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no more pink lane. We went with opera colors. This makes Mark of Mark's Lock Car Garage very, very happy. But it didn't make Sweet Jane very, very happy. So she didn't care. I'm being funny. But we retired the pink lane and the green lane because we had red, blue, pink, green. I'm doing it in order. And I have a green controller shell, if anyone needs it from DeFalco. I sell everything cheap because I want to get rid of it and I want someone else to benefit. So I don't care if you give me $5 for it. It's $20 from DeFalco. So if anybody wants green, you can have it. I got a driver's controller hanger in green that I got from MCM. I just got new ones from him too. I got a white and a yellow. So I have the green and a pink. I don't know if any does have pink lanes, but if you want a controller holder, you can paint it yourself. I don't care. I also have my big track is for sale. However, don't get too crazy. It is basically reserved by our good friend Patty Wagon, aka Pat, who reminds me of Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I love the guy. He's so nice. He came out from New York, I think once, maybe even twice, but I'm pretty sure definitely once. And he wants the track. He wants the old track. So I'm going to keep just the dragway part of it, the straightaways. Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? I'll bring you up to date in a second. Although if you've been following my posts and videos, you're pretty much up to date. So Pat's going to get the track. But then I have 4 or 5, actually, old school Parma controllers that I got from the previous owner. Really nice. They're old school, I think, resistor type. Is that what they call them? Resistor type. They're all Parmas. Different ratings. I think a 45 in there. There's one of the things that says 5 on it, but I don't think they ever went that low, but don't hold me to it. I also have a oil rig, a Sunoco oil rig. It's beautiful, but it's out of scale for me and not my style. It's more for train guys, definitely O scale. I'm going to be selling that. And okay, James, I'll let you know. I'll snap a photo of those maybe before I go to bed tonight and put them in post, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I think I'm going to have a pretty busy week at work because last week was dead. Oh, God, was it so dead. One whole day I went with no tickets. Now, just so you know, guys, I'm an IT guy, and I travel up and down New Jersey, mostly middle, but yeah, all over Jersey. So, yeah. So I expect this week to be nuts, but I don't know, maybe, as long as I stay ahead of the curve. What else do I have? Something else. I'm missing something. Oil rig. Oh, the Piggly Wiggly. I don't know if I showed you. If you guys saw the giveaway, you can see the lighted up Piggly Wiggly. It is gorgeous. It's definitely O scale, aka 143. So if you run the 143 cars, and very frankly speaking, I think it fits 132 just fine. To be honest, I mean, I kind of lined it up. I had my neighbor had a 132 diecast or 130. It's a weird scale. And it looked awesome. I was like, dude, if there wasn't a race car, it would look so neat in front of there. Lighted up marquee in the front, it blinked, but you could, lights up PIGGLYW, and then it goes boom, and then it goes boom again. It's got people inside, it's got lights inside, it's got groceries on the shelves. Again, I'm going to take a loss on that one. I know it because I paid like $75 for it. And nobody's even expressed interest, which I'm kind of surprised about. Let me get comfy, guys. Here, hold on. Ooh, my leg is falling asleep. Still feel like there's something else. Hold on. Let me think. I might sell some of my cars, believe it or not. I was on a car buying kick for a little while. Even recently, the last 4 I bought, I forgot 2 of the packages were open. And then I realized that I thought I had just one of the cars in a duplicate. I had 2. So out of the 4, I already own 2 of them. So I might either give it to Tom to paint and make it interesting, or I don't know, whatever, raffle, giveaway. I'll do something like that. So I'm rambling 100 miles an hour, aren't I? Jesus. Let me get my spray. Ooh. So, okay, James, I'll keep you in mind on the controllers. Like I said, I got like 5 of them. Oh, I know what the other thing is. I have the Aurora steering wheel boxes, so you can have like a cruise control, so you can have a ghost. Kenton took the other 2. I think I might keep these 2 to have a ghost track kind of thing, ghost racer with me. So I think I might do that. But if somebody convinces me to sell them, and I know there's a million of them for sale on eBay / Pick Click and all those. But if anybody wants them, you can just let me know. I think that's everything. I do. I think that's everything. I might have another laptop if I can get it to format. For some reason, it's not letting me format because I foofed with it a little too much. But pretty new, way capable of handling any timing system or internet surfing you want to do. And as an IT guy, I tweak the crap out of those. Which reminds me, I wish Scott was here. I owe him support. We always kind of miss each other. We always have things going on. Mostly me. I'll take full blame for that one. I'll have to ping him soon. So, yeah, guys. So let me bring the guys who tuned in late up to date. I have power. Yay. And they all go in the same direction. That's a bonus. And everything works except for 2 little power taps. The copper doesn't come up and touch the rail. But I can fix that probably during final assembly, really. I've heard some silly things like gum wrapper underneath, like the foil. No. I can drop a little solder in there. I'm not a fan of that. But I'll probably just end up popping up the V of copper. It's 14-2 copper, and just putting a little bend in it. So this way, when it presses back in, it'll hold against the rail a little more firm. I got a little more cleaning on the track to do, more than I thought, even though we scrubbed it with the tub brushes. Man, more stuff came out of there tonight. I bought a bunch of dental tools I got over at Harbor Freight. Their metal's a little soft on them, but they're really nice for scraping, light things and dust and crustiness out of the track. And I just happened to walk by one end. I go, boy, it looks dark. And I know the lighting was weird, but when I scraped it in there, it was all gray underneath, which is the color of the track. And I went, oh, this is just filthy. So I scraped with the shop vac. I had that shop vac going. I roasted an entire battery doing the track. And my batteries last me probably 40 minutes full power, just nonstop. So I don't know, guys. That's kind of it. We've been on for a bit already. I don't know, guys. What should I do next? What are we doing next? Decor is coming back. I'm not going to have all the same things I did, but I'm definitely. I love modeling things after my life, my family, my whatever. So the McDonald's, that's my Sweet Jane tribute. My police stations, that's Uncle Bill and Uncle Jerry. Rest in peace to both of them. One of them started the Canine Squad in New Jersey in Essex County, founded it, which is really cool. So I have a little German Shepherd and a little police Harley Davidson. I wish it was the trike, but I know they don't make those because they're long gone. But that was his thing, tuning the trikes. He loved those Harley trikes. They were pretty cool. What else did we have? Oh, we have our campgrounds, which was my mom, rest in peace too. Jeez. Had a campground. We're definitely gonna have a campground because we're gonna have a pond and there's gonna be fish in it. Me and Tom, aka No Dog Motorsports, we have big plans. The decor, like I said, it's gonna be I have a lot of die cast. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it all. Probably give it away as kids visit, to be honest. But I'm gonna use some of it. The more realistic stuff I'll use. I don't like it too artificial. So unfortunately, those are $8 a piece rather than the $1 that you get over at Hot Wheels. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it, guys. I can't think of anything else. If anybody has a stickers, you can always get stickers from me. You're going to be back to church. You going to be going back to church? Do you mean my caution flag? Take me to church? Is that what you're asking about, Carl? Because Jane's going to yell at me for that too. Yeah, she's going to yell at me for that too. I have all new. Oh boy, I have all new sounds, guys. I did something really cool. I don't know if you're going to hear this because I'm going to have to turn on my speaker, but I don't know how good it's going to sound. Might be fine. I don't know. But I have all new sounds. You ready? If anybody's a video gamer, old school, I think it's either the year 2000 or the year 2004 NASCAR from Papyrus. So if you remember your PC NASCAR games, all the sound files. So there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Like for example, before it used to be, caution, and then I added take me to church. I still love that. Don't get me wrong, but I think we're going to change it up. The caution we'll just say NASCAR game. The caution in the NASCAR game is like, caution's out, slip, back it down. But it's cool because the sounds as if you were playing in a headset, as if you were the driver, right? So it's like, back it down. You can hear it like a headset in your ears. I was worried about the volume level. So I went into AI and I tweaked them all up. So now it doesn't sound like it's really in your earphones, but it's a lot clearer, a lot cleaner. So I have a lot of those sounds, instead of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And mind you, my 5, 4 was one original sound. 3, 2, 1 was from not Mario Kart, but Sonic. Or no, what's the other one? Crash Bandicoot countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then go was from Mario, and it was all over the place. But the volume levels were good. It took me a long time to get there. But I have a new one again. Now he's like, go, 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 driver, go, go, go. It's green, green, green. He does all that stuff. Now I had to shorten a lot of those because some of them are long. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of new sounds. Let me see if I can pull them up. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to take a shot. So hang on a second. I'm going to be looking away here. Your track is going to be nice. Thank you, James. I certainly hope so. I put a lot of time and effort into that crap. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. I'm going to try. Where did I put the sounds? Ooh, that's a good question. Videos, audio, music, sounds. Oh, crap. I had to put them somewhere. They're in a folder by themselves. I know it. Give me a minute to find them. Nope, not there. I have a lot of folders, guys, as an IT guy. So yeah, bear with me. New track, maybe? New track, AI. Nope, that's not it. Oh, come on. I just did all these too. Where would I put them? To me, it would be in here. Audio, music. I feel like I should have another folder of just the NASCAR. What did I do with it? All right, well, I'm looking for that. Any other questions, guys? I'm here. Done. No, not there either. Not used. No, I wouldn't even use that. That wouldn't even make sense. Car track picks. RC mods. Bingo. Okay, got it. So it's actually NASCAR 2 from 1999, according to this. Okay, so I'm going to put my speaker on. And like I said, there might be an echo coming through, but I don't know.
Powering off.
Whoops, I guess my speaker was already on.
Powering on.
Okay, I'm going to raise my volume. Did you hear her say that, by the way? Powering on, powering off? Let me know if you could hear that. And then we'll, so I want to see, I don't know which ones are the edited ones versus which one. Oh, new caution. Okay, so I did do that. So let me know if you can hear this. This is the new caution flag. You did? Okay, good. Here comes the new, I'm going to raise the volume. If it's too much, tell me, and we'll back it down. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So this is the new caution flag sound.
You're under caution. Caution is out. Back it down. Back it down. Whoa, back it down.
That's a little bit long, but tell me if you could hear it okay. And if that's a good volume. Hey, Josh, what's up? These are my new sounds coming to the track, buddy. Good. Oh, okay, good. So let's go to a couple other ones. Here comes the checkered flag. There's a couple ones. Race coordinator's a little funny when it comes to the checkered flag because it doesn't announce it for each driver, but there are ways to do it. I just don't know what they are yet. I can tweak because I love to do that. So I have this one. I think this is the one I call updated checker. Yeah, that was the longer one. So, and then this, I think this is the newer one.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Good job, driver. That's the way to hustle. Keep digging.
I like that one better. But there's other ones too. Like they even did not cursing, but here's one.
You drove your ass off. Why
See?
don't you guys run out there and pick it up? Just not through that end.
Hey, I want you to hear this. Is kind of cool. This was an Easter egg in the game. I knew about this. So he says, you drove your ass off. One of you guys go out there and pick it up. And then if you listen really close, he says, I threw that one in for free. So apparently he's talking to the sound guys, but they kept it in the game. I don't think you could hear it. I think it was accidental. But later on, I found out it was an Easter egg. So I'm going to play it again.
You drove your ass off. Why don't you guys run out there and pick it up? Just not through that end, no charge.
Oh, I threw that one in no charge. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but that was kind of a cool thing. We got the countdown, thank God. So this one's going to be weird because the game, I got to do it quick. All right, bear with me here.
5, 4, 1,
Oop.
3, 2.
Yeah, so the countdown is all goofy. I just shut the folder. Good job. So yeah, you can hear the sounds now. RC mods, NASCAR 2. Here we go. So we have fuel. I loved our old fuel one, low fuel, and then I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Every time you run out, it's kind of funny though because their fuel out is actually pretty good. Here's the new low fuel.
Looks like we're running low on fuel.
I'm going to repeat that because he cut off the first syllable, and that's normal for this software. This I use that VLC player for audio editing and stuff, and I mean some of it anyway. But it cuts off the first syllable. So here we go.
Looks like we're running low on fuel.
And then here's the one when you're out of it.
That's it on fuel. That's it on fuel.
So you can hear it getting cut off, Okay, so that's fuel. Then we have a green flag, and there's two of them. There's a pre-race, and I don't know where to put this in. I've heard other people who use Race Coordinator have a pre-race sound. A lot of people use the Trump countdown. Some people use the, what's his name, Kevin James, the comedian where he screams, I only got 3 things to say. I love that. It's a little long, but it's good. But I think this is one of them. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, so here's the new green flag. Again, this is a little bit shorter.
Green flag, let's go.
Yeah, green flag. It used to be much longer. Listen to this.
Green flag, green.
That's one, and then the other part was at this. And
Dig, let's go.
it was all combined into one. It was too long. Then we have miscellaneous. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Here we go. So here's the quick lap as a leader, which I really like these because I have them before and it would just go boop. I don't like boop as a fast lap. I just don't. Or it would say driver 1 best lap or whatever she would do. She'll do it per lane, but who knows what driver 1 is if it's the blue lane or the green lane. They don't distinguish. So let's try this one.
Good lap. You're as quick as the leader.
Good lap. You're as quick as the leader.
Good lap. Keep it up. Okay, you're going to get the cross flags this time. We're halfway home.
Yeah, so that's going to replace the Bon Jovi halfway there. Jane was very unhappy about that, and so is our friend JoJo, Joanne. She found out today actually, and I got another.
He's got the lead.
You've got the lead, and I think that'll fill in the best lap or something like that. We'll see. And then there's a whole database. Now, just to give you an idea, there's 480 sounds in this game. But some of the stuff is just
2 to go. 10-4. We've got a big mess.
I mean, there's lots of stuff.
You blew the engine. You've got cars on both sides on the back straight.
And I'm only in the B's.
Clear low. Clear on the right. Car on the left. All right, come on around to the caution.
Oh, that's a new one. I didn't hear that one before. So anyway, just to give you an idea, right? So there you go. So I got new sounds going in, and I can add that anytime. I literally can remote into my laptop downstairs. I just got to run down there, turn it on, then I remote in and just upload the sounds. It's so much easier than going up and down the stairs with a USB stick or something, But it's easy to do that. So, yeah, so that was a lot of that stuff for sure. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I still see there's still 10 of you tuning in. I'm keeping you guys up. Just make all the sounds like they came from Bon Jovi. Yeah, that would make Jane very happy. But what else does he do? He had a race team, by the way. Man, Mayor's getting fancy while I'm here picking out carpet dust bunnies off my track. I vacuumed my track. I vacuumed my track today, and I vacuumed the race room. I got a brand new rug put down. You'll see it in my videos. It's a checkered. It's a gray and black, but it's still a checkerboard pattern. Got it on Amazon for like $40, and it's really long. I love this damn thing. I went and vacuumed it today because I've been doing a lot of trimming and cutting wires, and all the little copper goes everywhere. But I was surprised it came right out. I thought it was going to be like embedded in there, but I couldn't find a single piece of copper when I got done. It either says my vacuum is good, my vacuum sucks, or it just didn't really stick in the carpet like I thought it would. But it's really nice. And then I took all the snap together foam, the ones people put in their garage, and I ran that on the far wall back against the Gulf wall, the Gulf orange and blue. I ran that all the way down, and surprisingly, I had more than I thought. And it went all the way. It not only does it go in front of the computer, which is the short side, it goes all the way down, almost 22 feet of it, and it goes across a little bit. I don't want to add too much because I don't want people tripping. So I think we'll be good. I'm so technology illiterate, I still can't find the power button on a modern TV when the boys lose the remote. I hear you. Technology is my thing. I probably could do more to be up to date. I want to do some cool lighting stuff, that's for sure. My goal is when my guys hit the caution flag is to have yellow lights come on around the track. Now, as simple as that sounds, it's the way the LEDs are programmed in Race Coordinator. So I guess there's a way to do it. Somebody said I'd have to run some kind of circuit to convert something. Don't hold me to it, but I'm not an expert in that kind of stuff. I was going to call, what's his name? Give me a second. I'll look it up for you. Evan. Is that his name? Evan? Yeah, Evan Designs. Evan, like Evan, the male name, Evan. EvanDesigns.com. He's got way cool lights and sirens, and I want to do something cool. Caution lights would be great. Yeah, I agree. I also saw there's a guy on one of the slot car groups in Facebook that I help admin. Ricky's Race Room. It's got a really long name. Ricky's Race Room and Outlaw. It's a little hard to find, but it's out there. And Rooster Racing too. I think I posted it in there. The guy posts in there. He's got a lot of, I don't know if it's like day glow lights. It's kind of a cross between like neon and day glow. It's really wild. But he doesn't turn them on and off. He just leaves them on. So he's got like funky blue and funky green and funky pink. I'm saying funky for like neon, but it's uniform. In other words, it's not like a neon bar or a strip. It's 2 feet wide, 3 feet wide, and it takes up the whole turn. And I would love to have a chunk of that be my caution, when the caution comes out. My original goal, by the way, remember I mentioned the uncles that were part of police departments in New Jersey. My initial goal was to hollow out or drill out the die-cast police cars and ambulances and fire engines that I have. Then I was going to go to Evan Designs and buy the light kits that he sells. And they're blinking lights, and they do all that. And I was going to have, when the caution flag went on, all of their different cop cars and fire engines and all that would light up. And I thought that was going to be cool. Turns out there's a lot of wiring involved, and I wasn't feeling that. But yeah, I could do caution lights would be great. Yeah. I could do something like that too. I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm making it, look how long it took me to just put the track together. November, by the way, is when I picked up this track, guys. And again, thanks to Jim Benito, who met us in Massapequa, Long Island, who helped us disassemble. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my camera cover. Helped us disassemble it twice, kind of. And then Jane and I drove it home illegally. Apparently, you're not supposed to have a trailer on anything in New York called Turnpike or Parkway. Whoops. And we just drove right through. I have an enclosed trailer that I leave my rowboat in, my fishing boat, and it fit in there, and I drove it home. So I didn't get a light. Nobody mailed me a ticket. So, but yeah, I want to do something like that. My head's all crooked. Something with the caution lights would be cool. The decor is going to be pretty wild. Tom and we're building a mountain on one side where the bank turn is. So the bank turn is going to go up and the mountain's going to go higher. We're going to have our campground there. We're going to have a waterfall coming down. I already have videos ready to go, show us how to do it. And it's going to go under the track. And then it's going to go right in between. It's going to have a little winding little river and it ends up at a pond. And that's where the campground's going to be. It's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to get a new McDonald's for Jane. I don't like the old one. It's warped. It's goofy. It doesn't look as nice. Even though it's traditional and it's the first one we had, I want to get the newer one that's out there. Yeah, that's late, guys. It's almost an hour I've been on. Oh, no, it's not 40 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I'm doing. There's 14 of you watching. Hope you guys are hitting the likes to match. I don't know. I'm taking your word for it. Oh, there it is. 9 likes, 14 watchers. Come on, guys. Get the likes up, please. Please. Yeah, it does, Zim. I want to, like I said, I want to, get this one to the next level. Let's see. Not sure what timing system I want to go with. Would you recommend TrackMate or Raceway? I don't have experience with TrackMate. TrackMate has been there a long, long time. It's a go-to for a lot of guys, a lot of shops, a lot of commercial shops. More casually, Race Coordinator, and that's what I have. I raced TrackMate at Mark's house, and it was super straightforward. Boom, it was there, it was ready, and it was good. A lot of guys use TrackMate, and there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Great support from them. I know that. I've heard that before. And I don't know if you guys saw my post, the brouhaha I had with Viasu. Don't even get me started. I don't want to badmouth. It's not fair. I just said that he's a jerk. Yeah, you can't. Lifetime support. No, you don't. No, you don't. He won't do anything. Even if you have a defective part or a broke part on something he sold you, he won't tell you what part you got to buy. Does he expect me to buy a brand new one for an 89-cent sensor and buy another $90 bridge? I don't know, but I wasn't impressed. I love my Race Coordinator because I could tweak it, and it's easy to do. All my TrackMate experiences from 20 years ago. I'm sure it's changed. Yeah, and really it has, but it hasn't, right? A timing system, through and through. But a lot of guys use it. Me, I customize, right? I like to, change the sounds, and I know you can do that in TrackMate too. I've seen some guys do it. I remember TrackMate used to have this doom doom sound from Roadrunner when you went across the start finish line. The doom doom. Oh God, was that irritating? Oh my God, I take that back. I did have TrackMate in my original track in 2008. I started building a fully routed MDF table track, 8x16. And I got almost done, and then the then wife and I decided to divorce. So unfortunately, nobody wanted the track. Nobody would store the track. I couldn't put it anywhere, and it was demolished. It broke my heart. I have one video of a stomper, show your age, stompers, with a nail where the screw would hang down. I used a nail, the dull end or the head, and I had the track all routed already. I just didn't put the tape down, but I painted some of it. And I just ran the stomper through. I have literally one video, and the quality back then, if I run the video, it's like this big, so if I zoom out, you can't even tell what's happening. I like Race Coordinator, the software. If I had to do it over as far as a harness, I would probably see if anybody else could make a harness, or maybe I would have done my own. I don't know. I don't think I would have done my own. That would be a bit much for me. With no experience and then trying to do it myself. But yeah, it's everything's labeled. He uses talk about Viasu. He uses like string and paper labels like he's at a garage sale. It's like, use tape, use a professional label maker or something to properly do it. And by the way, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to kidnap. I think we have a label maker at work, but if not, I have a little Dymo label printer that I rebuilt, and I use those. If you guys have ever gotten stickers from me, you've gotten the little pink labels on there. That was just Jane being funny. I can get them in white, and I'm going to label all the lanes and all the wiring underneath. But yeah, no, it's there. Guys, I'm still rambling. I keep finding more and more stuff to tell you about, but I'm running out of stuff. Can't wait to have problems with my thoughts. I get great support from Dan at TrackMate. Yeah, Dan's great. Newest update is being able to track live race results on my iPhone through cloud. Wow. That's pretty cool, Josh. I like that. Josh, when are you coming back, buddy? when you coming back? I mean, my track, if I go downstairs right now, I could snap it together. And I say snap, the little pins, I still got to level some things and all that, but I don't want to make it too permanent because I still got to get under there and do my timing bridges. Oh, Carl, I'm sorry. You asked about my timing bridges earlier. Yes, all three. Start finish line was the original when my track was 2-lane. Then we jumped to 4-lane, but we only kept it with just a start finish line. And then when we upgraded, we went nuts. We got the big Arduino. Yeah, cool. All right, Josh, you're going to help me put it together. You're going to help me put it together. All right, guys, my back's starting to hurt. I'm sitting crooked. Sorry. Yeah, head on over, buddy. Josh, next video, I'll wear your shirt, all right? And Josh got me a nice shirt. I should show it off. Yeah. So, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I could snap it back together. What was I telling you just now? Trend of thought lost already. Isn't that terrible? 57. You'd think I was 97 the way I forget stuff on mid-sentence. Terrible, 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 terrible. I may get with you to pick your brain on building a pit lane. Yeah, no problem. I'll do my best. Smart thing to do. I did the 2 timing bridges, and it's a pit lane in and a pit out. Yes, my track is reversible. On the old Tomy track, the flow wasn't right because I didn't design it that way. It was unique, but the flow wasn't right. But it was kind of funny. We had a couple of races where my buddy Andy would put on one of the big rigs and have it go the other way. So it was like a head-on collision, even though it wasn't going to be unless he crashed. But he learned very quickly to wait until he got into the inside of the turn and just gun it so he'd plow into it. It's kind of funny. We used our crappier cars for that, of course. But yeah, pit lane's kind of cool. We shortened it. My old pit lane was 22 inches apart, which almost 2 feet. And it worked really well where it was. The new pit lane, going to be interesting. We shortened it down to 14. And actually, we didn't finish drilling the holes, but right now it's down to 14 inches. I don't know how that's going to work because when I was testing the power lanes, I used a gift car that I got from our friend Kenny, who I haven't seen in a while. I used a gift car from Kenny. He got me an older Patriot. And man, that thing's got some coast in it. I was surprised, even with the magnetic downforce. So that's going to be interesting. But it's cool. Yeah, I like it. It's smart. The way the race coordinator treats that is it times you between the lights, okay, between the bridges, pit in, pit out. We'll call them the lights. So what it does is as soon as you cross the first row, it starts counting. If you cross immediately off the exit of the pit lane, it stops counting. It says, oh, okay, he didn't stop. But if you suddenly go in the pit lane and all of a sudden it goes, hey, wait a second, he didn't exit, boom, it'll start refueling. That's how it works. I think there's a 1 second delay. You can change it to more, but there's no point because you're blitzing through there. My lap times were on an average 5s. If we were really flying, I mean, my lap record was 275 with a hot rod car, and it's not even the hot rod car because don't forget I was still a plastic truck. All right, Josh, have a good night, sir. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, Josh. I really appreciate you. Again, next video, I'll wear your shirt. So that's what it does. It times it in between. We started having false entries into the pit lane. So a false entry is it thinks you stopped for fuel. So what it did, what is this? I use Joe Guyver's Arduino and reed switch technique for lap counting with race coordinator. Yeah, my track actually had reed switches. We didn't use them. Oh, there goes my speaker. This track that I purchased secondhand had reed switches, and I didn't want them. I wanted to go back to my original bridge and do it that way. To me, it's just more modern, but I think the reed switches are more reliable. I don't know for certain, but I've certainly heard that from people who swear by it. Some people have gone back to reed switches. But I feel like if you get your lights right, and I'm saying lights, right, even infrared that you can't see, it works. My timing system, start finish line, I don't even recall 2 mistakes ever. And I don't mean like false trigger. I mean like a false trigger only. Like, hey, that lap didn't count. We never had that. I recall maybe twice in the entire time that I owned it. We did have a few where you've got to watch your you got to watch your track timer. So in other words, My lap record was 275. So we lowered my lap threshold to 2 seconds. When I first got the software, I think the default is 6 seconds, and we lowered it to, or maybe 4 seconds flat. And wouldn't you know, Kenton came over with a hot rodded Tyco when I first met him, and he immediately ran a 400 exactly. And then when he went around again, it went, meaning, hey, there was an error. We didn't know what that sound was because nobody had ever broken that threshold. So we didn't know what it was. And then it dawned on us later, like, oh, I know exactly what this is. And I had to go back in and lower the quickest lap threshold. But I found out, and I think this is, Scott has this problem. You got to set it for each event. So if you have it in practice, you got to set it for practice. If you have your race with friends, race round robin, race European round robin, race with fuel, race without fuel, you got to set that for every single event. So I'm pretty sure that was Scott's issue. I don't know if we ever got around to fixing that or finding that. So that's a thing. But yeah, pit lane's fun. I think it's awesome. I like it mostly because my track was initially 4 stations on one side. And then we switched it to go 2 and 2. That was recommended to us after racing that way at another track. And I was impressed. I thought it was cool. It gets full of sound, joining lanes, occasional with strong magnet cars. I didn't, Kevin. I did not. Although we did have some strong magnet cars. I take that back. But again, they're all the tires were raised up so they wouldn't drag. My Viper V specs with the end belt tweaks on them, the downforce was pretty good. We did it on Tom's track. Tom has race coordinator on No Dog, and we had no fall strips. I even had a hot rodded. What was that? The red Corvette. I'm not going to sing. The red Corvette was it's not an Area 51. Who's the other guy? Hold on, I always forget. He makes a chassis too. Not Dash, not Jag. Hardin Creek. Pretty sure the red Corvette I have is a Hardin Creek, and it got Tom's record. And then fooling around, we took the body off, and I ran just the chassis, and I destroyed the record. We're talking a good 0.4 of a second faster with no body on it. And the weird part is the body I was running wasn't the Lexan, it was the Snap-on body, Kelly Arbro. So Super 7. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Super 7 for sure. And it's got some tweaks in it, but again, the tires were too short, so we were kind of dragging around Tom's track. It was throwing me off on 2 turns in particular because the track had a little tweak in it, we think, or maybe a bump, and it was just enough to make the car come off. It's funny, once I took the body off, it behaved a lot better, and it was a lot faster, but it was hard to keep track because the chassis was black, or the chassis was dark red, and it just blended. But yeah, so that's that. All right, guys, I got to wind down. The adrenaline is moving. I see 14 of you on still. If you guys got any more questions, fire away. If you missed the beginning of the video, you can ask me what I got on here for, but basically we have power. All the directions are correct, meaning they're all going in the same direction now. We went from 4 power taps on the O track down to 3, and I foo-fooed and I retired the wrong power tap and foo-fooed my lane by flipping all the colors or whatever, or direction rather. My left and right, wires underneath were reversed, so the car would want to go backwards. So I fixed that tonight. Fixed the blue lane. Could be my sensor location or AFX track too close together. I'm still fine tuning. Yeah, it could be. Also, you want to make sure that the light from above, are they real lights from above, or your reed switches? Is that what you said, your reed switches? Wait, Kevin, did I use Joe Gower? I'm doing a reed switch. A reed switch shouldn't cause a false trigger, as far as I know. Are reed switches lit from above? No, right? You don't need lights above like you do with the other kind of sensors. I think a reed switch, that's the whole point. Doesn't have to be lit from above. Because I know my original start bridge had actual LED lights above, and I love that look because I knew it was on and knew it was running. Where the new bridges, all 3 now, don't have to be lit from above. They're all infrared reed switches. Okay. They're all none of them are lit from above, but they're infrared, so they're lit from above. But I was told there's a trick. Apparently, when your bridges are on, you could take your cell phone and somehow it shows you the beam. Maybe the phone can, yeah, it's magnetic. That's what the reed switch is. Yeah. It shows you on your phone that the infrared is working. So that would be a cool test. I didn't even plug them in to see what that looks like yet. I had to get new power supplies from Willie Musgrave, aka Thor Racing Tracks. And I tell you, he's got some nice tracks, man. Oh, he does. I wish I could have gone new. Can you imagine though? I sold my Miata for like 10 grand. I would put 10 grand into a track. I would never. I might have 10 grand invested overall by now, maybe with all the cars and all the accessories, but I don't think so. Even with all the decor and the paint, if you had everything, lumber maybe, and wiring and tools, maybe I have that invested. I don't want to know. When I found out how much I invested in the Miata, I was done. Anyway. Oh, gosh. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me show you some of the, if anybody wants any stickers before I forget, I got them up here now. I got a whole bunch from No Dog, if anybody wants those. This better work. Okay, there you go. So No Dog. They're layers. He cuts his own. So the red is a layer, the black dog is a layer, the letters are a layer. So you can get those. I got a bunch of those here. So you can always get them from me if you're interested. I got my original, Gale Force Raceway sticker. That's the first one. And there's the second one that I have. Thinking about a third one, but I think I'm going to wait till these are mostly gone. I have jumbo Scots, but I usually hand those out when someone's here because I don't like to mail those out if there's no room. But I got a lot of these. They're a pearl, by the way. They're a little different than normal. I don't know if I can get the pearl to show up, but they have a pearl in the white, which is cool. And then Tom, aka No Dog Motorsports, made me some others. I used to have a bunch of Mark stickers, but he's not a sticker guy, so he really doesn't have those. This is through the tape, so you're not going to be able to see this, but I'll try. Tom, aka No Dog, made these. World's okayest slot car driver. So, and there's multiple colors. Anytime he has stickers left over, drop. Oh, yes. Okay, John. So, John, what you're going to do, you're going to go into my videos section, and you're going to look for the newest, so sort by date, the newest sticker sticker request. I think the background is a brick wall, maybe. In fact, let me look. I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. Pretty sure it's got like a pinkish background. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where are you? No, not there. Not there. Athanabla, where are you? Pretty sure it's got a brick wall background. Oh, let me just check my videos. How stupid. Do 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 do. Let me see. Stickers, 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 stickers. Yep, brick wall and a little AI picture of a driver racing a slot car track and mini track on a racetrack. So track on a track. And it says how to obtain Gale Force stickers from Gale Force Raceway. You can email me your full address, full name, please, to Gale Force Raceway at Gmail. Simple as that. No underscores, no dashes. Gale Force Raceway at gmail.com. I finally put that together. But yeah, I'll send them to you. I'll send you whatever. And if you want, the big jumbo Scott, let me know. I'll send them to you. I don't normally send those out, but I can. I don't think I have any others in here. Let me double check. Oh, no, I'm not going to send this one out. But look. I might, John, but I might not. I'm pretty good about saving them into a database, but I don't think I've done it lately. Isn't that cool? Tom printed that one too. It's not perfect because it's not, it's not a sweeper. And it's not a sweeper down here, although it's kind of close. But I mean, close enough for government work, that's for sure. But I have that one on my laptop. And then I have this going on top of my pit stations. I got a whole bunch of checkered flags. Guys, Hobby Lobby for birthday parties. They go in cupcakes. Like 99 cents, you get like 30 of them. But yeah, that looks like that's all of my stickers. I used to have a bunch of Marks, but he hasn't sent new ones. I don't know who else has stickers. I don't mind being sticker central if they want to send me as many, as many as they want. Let me look, John. I'll see if I have it. I have a database. The one upstairs is older. I think the one downstairs is better. But now that I moved the Dymo up here, I probably should flip-flop that. Give me a second. Where is my database of The hell? Oh crap. Yeah, apparently I don't have it up here anymore. I must have cut it from here and sent it downstairs. Shoot. So I have no idea if I have it. So what's up, Bob? We see you. We see you. Bob, the Electric Avenue. Bob, we got power. We can run the track. All I gotta do is snap the little pins together. But we're there. I just sent my last group of stickers over to MAV slots, MAV, Michael, Apple, Victor. Is a young fella in Australia or New Zealand? No, Australia. And I sent him some stuff. Late show. Yeah, I started it like an hour ago, basically. Yeah, we're right at an hour exactly, actually, an hour and 30 seconds. But yeah, just updating everybody. But we're up and running, Bob. I can snap the track together, so to speak. If I put the pin in up. Sweet Jane. Yes, sweet Jane. Ooh, I'm on a live video. What would you like? You're live. Wait, hold on. I'll put you on speaker. Say hello. So yeah, I'm on a live video. I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon, though. I'll give you a ring back, or you heading to bed.
You can bring me back.
Okay, ring you back. Okay.
I just said hi.
Okay, bye. Sweet Jane. Excellent. Let's race. Indeed. I'm ready. Some tweaks are still coming in, but wiring. Ooh. It's funny when it was hard to get all the wiring together. I wanted it all labeled and done right, and I forgot. I left. There was a lot of Band-Aid fixes on my track, and I don't want to, badmouth anybody. Tom did it all. No, I'm kidding. No, it was earlier than that. Let's just say a lot of Band-Aid fixes that I didn't realize were in place. Some of them I remember after the fact, like after I put it together, I went, gee, why is my yellow and blue lane backwards? And and what the harder part was converting too. So don't forget, I had in this order, red, blue, pink, green. And now I convert it to red, white, blue, yellow. And the red lane stayed the same. Thank God for that, because that kind of gave me a start here and work your way down. So I did all that, but a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I still managed to flip-flop the blue and yellow. Then I had to move the stations. Then I had to move the stations again. White and yellow were backwards. I didn't realize that until I got under there. And that's another problem too. I got to clean the rail better, because you could barely tell yellow from white. They bleach out so easily. I just wish there was another. I bought thin marker, but they weren't thin enough. I might have to get an even thinner one and just recolor the yellow lane and just call the other lane white. I don't know. We shall see. I might even do that maybe with some like lane markers that I used to use, right? Remember I did that on the old track. Maybe I'll do that in a couple of spots. Have to find out where the hot spots for crashing are. I still got to put up a new wall around the track to keep the cars on the table. I'm not going to put up the gutter guard I did last time. It was chintzy. It worked. But I want something nicer. I'll put foam on the inside, and I want to do fancier on the outside. I got all new banners to go around the track. I didn't hang those up yet because it's easier to climb underneath. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, Bob. Been watching the races, guys. I hope you guys are all tuning in to Bob at the Electric Avenue. Tuesday nights, right, Bob? If you want to advertise, go right ahead if you're still here. Yeah. Tuesday nights, it's Central Time, Mountain Time. Shame on me. I have the banner. I saved your banner and put it on my machine, but I forgot. I forgot. So yeah, guys. I mean, that's a lot of everything. Let's see if I can change the. I want to see what happens if I change the background. I want something that has my name on it, though. Oh, guys, you guys want to see my old forum? Oh no, I better not, because if you guys go there, you're gonna get a virus. I had a slot car forum years ago, back in 2008. And it was popular, man. Once it went international, I mean, it's a website, but it was only put together to take care of like 20 of us that were racing on Friday nights in Central Jersey. And all of a sudden it went international, purely by coincidence, because it was on the web. And holy cow, my German constituents, man, they just jumped all over that thing. There you go. I love that thing. Hold on. There you go. I love that. Yeah, my everybody was in Germany. It was crazy. Das ist eine gute Frage. Yeah. That's a good question. But yeah, it went big, and I got all of a sudden I had like 13,000 members almost immediately. And never, Barry, what's up? What's up, Barry? Welcome aboard, sir. I've been on for about an hour already, Barry. Believe it or not, late night, East Coast. It's already 11. I got to get to bed soon. I got work tomorrow, even though I'm a late starter. But yeah, Barry, we've got a powered routed track. I just have to snap the lanes together with the pins, and I could run laps right now. All my power is finally done. I just got to put the pins in. I know some of you guys have been tuning here, but it's here like a broken record, but I want to keep everybody up to date rather than make them rewind. But yeah, they've snapped the pins. There's like pins that hold the lanes together and give them power. Is the high class track? Yes, Kenton. I sent you the announcement. But yes, I have power. I didn't snap the pins in yet. It's bougie. Oh, what's up? Oh, you have a routed track. You still live in the suburbs? I love that. I had to add that to my last video, by the way. It's fancy. Yes, it's fancy. It's fancy. Yeah, I do, Kenton. I got to snap the pins in, and then all 4 lanes are good. All the direction is correct. We had to redo. I foo-fooed you. I don't remember which one you put together, but I flipped it on you. I had it was all backwards. Then we had power tap 1, 2, and 3. We eliminated number 4, but I boo-booed. I retired power tap number 4 by accident. I wanted to retire number 3 or vice versa, and I foo-fooed. So whatever one you wired, I had to rewire. It was all backwards. The cars were all going in the wrong direction. So there you go. There's some of the blame, guys. Kenton did it. But I also flip-flopped my yellow and blue lane. I had a lot of stuff to fix, but I'm good. So let's pretend, right, for a second that there's 12 lanes and there's only 1 power tap. So, right, 4 lanes times 3 power taps, that's 12, right? Okay, 12. 2 of the lanes don't have power because the copper that leans against the rail isn't quite touching. I literally put like a tip of a screwdriver and immediately it had power. But it's funny, if I put the car right on the power tap, it has power, which is only an inch. So the good news is the track has full power and it's going in the right direction. So theoretically, all the lanes will work. I'm going to have to kind of tweak the copper there. I might even get, it's 14-2 copper. Everybody's smelling the Grey Poupon. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? That actually happened to us one time. We were on vacation in Cape Cod, and we went on a sailboat ride to watch the fireworks. And these 2 guys came up to us on jet skis, and they're like, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? The captain of the sailboat was so pissed. He was so mad at them. Get out of here. Yeah, we thought it was hysterical. We thought it was part of the show, but the guy was really angry the rest of the trip, so I guess not. Anyway, so yeah, it's ready, Ken. It's ready. I got to put it together, and we got to start doing some decor. Polaner all fruit. Oh, God. Polaner used to be right in one town over from me. They used to have a sign out front, 8 days since, what do they call that? Work-related injury? I forgot. They use another term. Workman's comp or something, to show people. They would advertise it. So we always knew if it was like, 2 days or 3 days, we didn't buy Polaner all fruit because we were afraid we were going to get a pinky. We're going to get a pinky in the jar. That was like the running joke with us kids. We're like, oh, it's a pinky. But I remember one time their record was, it was like a year. It was like 365 days without a work-related incident. That's a work-related incident. It was a big sign. It was almost probably like 8 feet wide, maybe like 5 feet tall, and was right outside the building. It was on a main drag in the town next to me, which goes through multiple towns. It's a county road. Hey, G-Bud. What's up, buddy? I'm up and running, G-Bud. I have power. All the lanes going the right way. I just got to snap the pins in. I almost did it tonight, and I was going to go live down there. But once I got down there, I just had no energy. I'd been down there all day. When you're on the concrete all day rolling around, it's just painful, man. It just takes a toll on the back, and I'm sitting crooked again. I got to stop doing that, or I'm not going to sleep tonight. Should I get Poupon jar? Doesn't have a label. It's engraved in a gold jar. Now we have to wear tuxedos to mayor's. Sipping tea with his pinky finger up. Yes. Pardon me. Oh, God. So now we have to wear tuxedos. Yeah, a tie. It's wear a tie. It's casual. It's casual. So yeah, I'm excited though. You know, guys, I've been excited for this routed track since I sold the little car. I announced it at the Cleveland show in October that I was buying it, and then the guy backed out. Talked him back in. Then we picked it up. I think it was like maybe the end of November. So it's been that long. I left the plastic track together for a little while until I decided to take it down. I'd have to check the date on the release of that video, but I would say it was probably in early December that I took the old track down. And I'm just getting around to putting this up. Now, mind you, I extended the table in two directions. We went from a 4x19, which I thought was a 22, 4x19, up to a 5.5 by 21.5. And we didn't want to rebuild the whole table, so we just extended it, but I reinforced it enough to where it's pretty flat, pretty level. Do we have to speak proper English too? What do they always do? They throw this at the end of everything. So this is a proper track, this. I love that. I don't know why. That's a thing. I used to work with a girl, Janaea. She was from Britain. And Mark, can I speak with you? I have something important to discuss. All right. Always liked that girl. She was a good kid. Blood nutty. Oh, she told me flat out. She's on more medication you can shake a stick at. So we didn't go to any of her parties. We were younger then. Proper English. Yes, the Queen's English. The Queen's. Yes, hey, Kevin, you timed that perfectly. I was saying it and it came out just as you typed it. Proper Queen's English. We have to say aluminium, not aluminum. Aluminium. We have to say herbs and not herbs because there's a friggin' H in it. What are some of the other words they used? I forgot. They have a lot of slang and stuff that they use that we won't use, like cigarettes. Don't say it. Don't type it. They're please capitalize English. Yes, that's true. You should also capitalize him and God. And we're speaking about God and him. That should also be capitalized. But yeah, this is a proper race car. This, I love how they throw this at the end of it. It's like, but isn't that what you're talking about already? But yeah, I love that. My favorite show, Top Gear, only the British guys. I didn't care about any of the other ones at all. I didn't like any of them. Although I do admit that Adam guy on the American one was pretty quick-witted, pretty funny. Found out he was a stand-up comedian, but rubbish. Yes, rubbish. It's rubbish. And they're picky, man. They're a picky lot. No, I said they say lot, right? They're a set of people. They're picky people. They're picky. There's a picky lot. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. They don't like Bloody Brilliant. Yes, Bloody Brilliant. And they had when you steal something, you were nicking it. N-I-C, nick. You nicked it. You were stealing. Clark's Farm is. I don't catch as much as the farm, but the things that I do catch are darn funny. Yeah, I fully admit he's a riot, but he's a pain in the butt. He's always in the tabloids over there, from what I understand. He's a pain in the butt to all them, but he's a funny dude. I wish that show were just hung around. I really do. They were funny. Also, I like Rutledge Wood. Everybody knows who that is. He follows me on Instagram. Yoo-hoo. I like that guy. He's good. He does a lot of the NASCAR stuff. I don't know if he still is. I hope he is, because I like him too. He follows me on Instagram. We chat. It's kind of funny. Every time I post my track, I try to keep my track off my normal Instagram because I was thinking about doing a Gale Force Instagram, but too much. I want to keep it minimized. So I have my regular one for the Miata, but now the Miata's gone. I'm not really using it. So I was thinking maybe I should just delete everything and put all slot car. This way I've got a head start with 2,000 subs, but it's not that important to me. Most of the people that are in my Miata club have been here, actually, and raced. So, man, is my camera getting jumpy, guys? I feel like it is. It looks jumpy a little bit. I see it on my side. It looks beautiful, but when I see the replay, it looks very jumpy. But oh well, I'll survive. My computer's not liking the setup tonight with the live studio and the live cam, webcam, fine cam running too, man. My fan is going nuts right now. You can probably hear it, actually. But as soon as I shut off fine cam, the camera recovers. But it was weird. If I didn't use fine cam, it would look clean here. Oh, okay, good to know. The image should look clean, but I'm saying like I'm jumping like but like that kind of thing. But okay, good to know. I don't know. What do you guys want to know? I've been on an hour and 15 minutes. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. A lot. There's 14, 15 of you here. 13. Okay, 13 of you here. Keep the likes up, guys. I appreciate it. Just because it's good. It keeps my watch hours up, too. I got my 1,000 subs, but I don't have enough watch hours to monetize. I need to monetize. You got to pay for this track, you know? You got to pay for all this crap. Oh, God. Yeah, so, I guess there'll be some events, and we're going to have some big ones. All right, Kenton, have a good night. Have a good night. Your latest short was a good one. I like that. I think you went to New Brunswick? No. Yeah, New Brunswick, I think. All right, Barry. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to wrap it up, too. Just went back up to 15. No. Yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you. Don't forget to like it before you go. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you get to tune in. I'll probably go live when I snap the track together to have a little fun with that. I don't need to screw it all down because I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So, Carl, good luck on your track. I've been tuning in. Everybody go tune in to Carl's. He's going routed. He's building his table right now. G-Bud got some new cars. I saw look what Bud got. And he got Motorhead. I'm hearing bad things. The cars don't run well, but that's the Super 3, isn't it? But I want the Slayer cars really bad. Slayer and Motorhead for sure. I don't care about the Fender ones as much. They're nice, but either way. But we were talking about it the other night. Like, I wonder what other cars they could do. Yeah, absolutely. Carl will be willing to tune in. Don't forget to tune in to Bob at the Electric Avenue. He does races. I think it's Tuesday night. If you're still around, you want to advertise that, please do, Bob. Oh, he left. Okay. Who else is here? I can scroll up a little if it'll let me. Let's see. Why isn't it letting me scroll? Oh, there it goes. Who else is out here? Oh, you got to tune in to Kenton's track every Thursday night. You got to share your layout and share your track. Maybe I'll do that. There it is. Yep, Tuesday, 6:39. Really, Bob? That specific? Is there a reason for that? I think you meant to say 6:30. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. 6:39 and 17 seconds. Not a minute too soon. So, yeah, there you go, guys. All right, guys, I see we're down to the low 12s. Yeah, I see it now. It's really getting choppy now. But all right, guys, have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you sharing your time with me in this late evening Sunday. Hopefully, tomorrow's a good day for you guys. I think we're getting rain out here. Actually, it might be raining now. I'm not even sure, but it's going to be at least a little warmer. We're in the spring. I didn't even know Saturday was the first day of spring, by the way, or was it No, Saturday. I think it was Saturday. All right, guys, have a great night. I'm going to stop it here. Thank you. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Cheers. Yeah,